to introduce our guest speaker today. Some of you already know him. He's been here several times, and I love when he comes through our door because that means that we have achieved a status of having a professional football player walk through our doors. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Mr. Lonnie Allgood.
Because I was told a long time ago, 90% of everything when it comes to success is showing up. So I'm glad to see Roselle's here. I can beat them up because they're not even thinking about it. Okay. The first thing I want to do is real quick. Again, my name is Lonnie Allgood. I have an organization called Dreams for Kids today, and I played football for the Cincinnati Bengals, drafted out of Syracuse, and went to West Bank Regional High School from New Jersey here for a couple of years. I'm originally from North Carolina. And I went on to the New Orleans Saints and then the Buffalo Bills. But the key thing is I want to talk about today, because I talk about football and all my accolades all I want, but today is really about the two teams that are here who are going to play on Thanksgiving Day and also the Rotary. So the first thing I want to do is that this Sunday at Rotary University, I'm going to have my 4th annual scholarship dinner. I'm giving out $100,000 in scholarships. I don't know if Roselle and Roselle Park knows about that, but I don't have anybody from your schools represented. I'm going to have over 600 people there. I'm giving out $100,000 to kids for academics, leadership, and character because sports will end one day. Yes. I don't give out sports scholarships. I give out scholarships for the game of life. My talk for the next few minutes is going to be about the game of life because when I stand on the sidelines, I want to run in and help my team win, but I can't do it anymore. But the game of life, every single day, I parachute out of this plane into life. I'm going to tie that into a second. But I hope today that these two schools will make sure they know about my event next year at Rider University. We're going to have 600 people there. And no one from your school is represented. And also, young men, it's on academics, leadership, and character. For every guy I get a nomination for in the state of New Jersey, I get 30 girls. Academics, leadership, character. And just so you know, out of 600 people, I have no football players there, no basketball players there, and no wrestling players. In all the high schools in New Jersey, not one, because they couldn't achieve the academic excellence to be invited. And the reason I bring that up is that, and I talked about my mother having tough rules and being a mean mom to me because she had a rule I couldn't play football unless I got A's in every subject.
All right.
I thought she was mean. See, when I found out later on, she was right. Because the NFL stood for not for long.
Wow.
Well, I'm here to tell the truth. Because tomorrow's not guaranteed. I'm here to tell the truth. So I hope these young men will go off and have a great weekend this weekend and win your championship and keep progressing. Have a great Thanksgiving Day. But understand something. One day they're going to take the jersey away. The name on your jersey, it might be the last time you can wear it for the next couple of weeks. So do we have seniors here? Seniors, raise your hand. Seniors. Okay, this is the last time you can wear your jersey. This is it. So the question is, what are you going to do about it? I'll come back to that in a second. So I got my scholarship dinner going on, Dreams for Kids. I bring NFL players into schools who are alcohol, drug, cigarette-free, and college educated. Why? Because that's a choice. In my house, it wasn't a choice because my mother said you can't live here unless there's no alcohol, no cigarettes, unless you got good character. And she had her rules. And if I didn't like the rules, don't let the door hit you on the way out. And one day I came home and I'm in North Carolina. I come home and I said, Mama, I'm one of the best players on the team, and my quarterback just got a D on the test, and my running back got a C in class. And I said, why are you so hard on me in grades? And she said, do those boys live here? Real simple answer, right to the point, no discussions, no talking back, no debate. She got right to the point. Do you want to live here? She said, you were born for greatness. I thought she was joking. I thought she was talking Chinese. She said, you're born for greatness. Are you going to be great today? And then she asked me a big question. Do you give 100% on the football field? Oh, I give everything. I said, then why can't you give 100% in the classroom? Why can't you give 100% in this house with your chores? Why can't you give 100% in the community with your church? See why the Rotary is so powerful, it's about service. See, I didn't understand she was trying to build a complete person, not a football player. She said it says student athlete, doesn't say athlete. Why do I run my dinner? Because 4 years ago I got mad because I went to Hillsborough High School. I went to Syracuse University. I went to recruit the best running back in the state from Hillsborough High School. I set up an appointment, 10 o'clock. Guidance was ready. The principal was ready. His parents showed up. We go to his English class, 10 o'clock in the morning. We walk to the class to take him out to have a meeting about giving him a full scholarship to Syracuse. 4 years, worth $400,000. And the running back was in the back of the class, his feet up, sleeping. And everybody was embarrassed. Just so you know, we didn't give him a scholarship. But here's the thing, I got mad because why am I worried about football players who think they run the building and don't have to be the greatest in the classroom and in the community? When there's swimmers who give everything, track stars who give everything, field hockey players who do everything right, on. I said, I'm going to do a dinner that rewards kids who decide that they want to be excellent in everything. Because that's what my mother did for me, my grandmother did for me, my teachers did for me, my neighbors did for me, people in church who prayed for me did for me. And I didn't understand that that was my success team in life. I didn't understand they knew more than I did because I thought my friends knew everything. So that's on my dinner, on Rotary. I hope someone can help me because I just got a phone call this week to go up to Keystone College in Scranton, PA. For the 6th year in a row, I've been invited back to lead a week of leadership training for Rolla. You guys heard of Rolla?
Right.
I'm going to Scranton, PA to speak for the 6th straight year. And the only way, and if you've been to Raleigh, you know, the kids have to vote you to come back as a speaker. I've never spoken in New Jersey. I hope somebody can change that for me. I've never spoken at a Raleigh convention in New Jersey. I'm driving 3 hours one way to Scranton, PA. Been doing it for 6 years and driving 3 hours back because someone up there said their kids needed help. I speak to over 50 schools, 100 kids for a week on leadership, academics, and chasing their greatness. So I hope that I know you talked about your president being great and your governor, and I hope that we can change that today, so I hope you'll help me do that. Because I know there's kids in New Jersey that I can get through to and help out. I heard you have a guest from another club here. I would love to come and speak. I heard the Rotary clubs need speakers for their events, their meetings. So if I can come and speak, I'd love to come and let you know what I do, what kind of things I'm all about. Because I have over 100 athletes who are alcohol-free, drug-free, cigarette-free, college-educated, who want to be role models for our kids, who want to make a difference and give back, who want to serve the community. So that's my Rotary. Now I'm going to get to why I'm here. I mean, I usually talk about my mom, my grandmother, because they raised me because my father didn't stay around, and I can stand here and give you all excuses why I should be not doing well. My father did drugs, alcohol, smoked a couple packs of cigarettes a day, put his hands on my mother, my grandmother, 8 of our kids besides me, was not happy about life. And I can tell you all, I can give you all kinds of excuses today why my life is so bad, but I can't. Because my mother told me I had a choice every single day of whether I was going to listen to him, who told me I was worthless, or listen to my mother, who told me I was born for greatness. Who am I listening to? I listen to my mother every single day. And when I leave here today, I'm going to get my car, I'm going to ask myself one question only. Have I honored my mother and my grandmother today? See, a lot of people say, how do I make the right decisions, Mr. Allgood? You find someone you look up to that you want to honor every day. It's not the cell phone, not the computer, not all this social media, not all this stuff. Who do you want to honor every day? And believe that someone out there wants you to be great. And as I sat in your seat and I chased championships, the other day I heard a 30-30 on Nick Saban from Alabama, and he said something that blew me away. The interviewer said, Mr. Saban, why do you win so many championships? And he said, I've never won a championship. Never. He said, my goal and my mission in life is that I know that every person has a champion inside. My mission is to bring the champion out. and then I put the champions together, and they win championships. See, today, gentlemen, you got to chase a championship on the field, but also a championship in life. You got to learn, remember all the stuff you learned from football. When you get knocked down, get up. Because life, if anybody here will tell you, for the next 50 years, you're going to be doing stuff in the game of life. And all the things you've learned are going to help you. That you need a team to win. I knew that. I needed 10 guys in the huddle to be a champion. I can't do it by myself. Right now, we have a society where everything's about selfies, about my phone, my life, about my 15 seconds of fame, Google, pushing buttons, being rude, not caring about anybody else, walking around with your head down, not knowing where you're going. I mean, it's tough to make the right cut, if you don't see the field. If you ever walk around like this with our heads in our phones, disrespecting everybody. Because I was taught love and respect was free. Am I right, guys? Why don't we give it away all day? Oh, let it sink in. My grandmother told me that once. She said, let the gravy get in the biscuit before you eat it. Oh, let it sink in. Oh, here's another one for you. 8th grade. My mother asked me a question. I'm the best running wide receiver on my Pop Warner team. We're about to go to Disney for a national championship. I'm about to get on a plane for the first time in my life. I'm walking home. My mother sits me down. She says, boy. Whenever she called me boy, I was in trouble. I knew something was going to hurt. I had done something wrong. Something was going to hurt. Whenever she called me boy, my name's Roy. My real name is Roy Lonnie. She called me Roy or boy, I knew I was in trouble. She said, boy, sit down. She says, how old are you? I said, 13. 8th grade. 13? Okay. Do you know the difference between right and wrong? I said, sure, I'm a grown man. I know everything. Sure. I'm 13. She said, you know the difference? She said, yeah, we got this on tape now. I said, yeah, I know the difference. Everybody here know the difference between right and wrong? Come on, guys, raise your hand. Everybody know the difference? Yeah. Okay. Guys, I'm talking to the players. You all know the difference? Yeah. Okay. You sure now? We got this on tape. And I made a mistake. See, I didn't know my mother had a second part of the question. I know she was going to trick me. I said, yeah, I know everything. I thought I was done. I was trying to get up and go play. She said, then, you know the difference between right and wrong? I said, yeah, I know. She said, then why are you still doing wrong? Oh, let's sink in. As I get to school, the kids say, that's deep, Mr. Hawkeye. I said, I know. See, I didn't think my mother knew a thing. I thought she was talking Chinese all the time. Wisdom. She was investing. All I'm doing is regurgitating what people invested in me. But those are tough questions. Love and respect is free, and we can't give it away. That doesn't do with houses, cars, boats, money in the bank. See, it's like the Rotary, it's about service, it's about decision to help someone else. And football taught me to be about we, not me. Yeah, we walk around our life all day and talk about just me. Where's the we? Hope you guys can win a championship, because there's nothing like it. Over the last couple months, I had a chance to go back a little bit in time, and I didn't realize, that's why I talked about your jerseys. I didn't realize where my high school jersey, how big it was. Because September 1st, I get a phone call. And I didn't do any of the following things I'm about to tell you, because I was playing football. All I wanted to do was play football, be a great football player, go to college. Well, actually, I didn't want to go to college. I just wanted to go to the pros, play for the Dallas Cowboys. That was my dream. My mother wanted me to go to college, because she knew what she was doing, because it said student athlete. It didn't say athlete. She knew the NFL stood for not for long. That after 7 years, 3 knee operations, 50 broken bones, 12 concussions, that I might need a plan B. She knew something I didn't know. Age of 28, the Buffalo Bills showed me the door because I couldn't run a 4.40 anymore, couldn't be a wide receiver in the NFL, and they could care less because I was an employee. Because someone was coming out of college to take my place. I should have known that, because I did that when I came out of Syracuse. I should have seen that. I walked into the locker room and took someone's place. There's only 53 seats in the locker room, 53 lockers. And if you don't know, there's a rookie room. When you get drafted, they don't give you a locker because you haven't done anything yet. Yeah, I'm an All-American wide receiver, one of the best players in the country. Got parades and parties and rings and jackets. I walk into Cincinnati Bengals locker room, sign a contract. They're going to pay me for what I love to do for free. And I'm looking for my locker. This veteran walks up to me and says, who are you? I said, I'm Lonnie Allgood, wide receiver, Syracuse University. Oh, you're a rookie. I said, yeah. He said, oh, there's room over there for you guys. You haven't done anything here. You're an All-American college. Just waking you up a little bit. You can all be All-State in high school. When you get to college, same thing's going to happen. Here I am, All-State, walk in locker room, Syracuse. I'm number 12th on the list for wide receivers. I go to my receivers coach and said, don't you know who I am? He said, yeah, I know who you are. I recruited you. But I said, I'm number 12 on the list. He said, you're a freshman. You're lucky you're on the list. But no one warned me. I had parades and parties and jackets and rings. No one sat me down and said, you know where you're going? There's kids from Texas, Florida, Michigan, California. You know, their states are bigger than New Jersey. I had a guy in Florida tell me that I'm a nice guy, but you wouldn't even make my high school team. They told me Florida, Miami, and Florida State, the only reason a player from Florida leaves the state is because they're not good enough to play for those three schools. That's the only reason they leave. They said you can walk out of any door and there's 300 Division I players waiting for each college. This kid was ranked 994. He wasn't good enough. That's the only reason he was at Syracuse. One of the finest universities in the country. I thought it was anyway. I picked it. He said, the only reason I'm not in Florida is I wasn't good enough. And he was an All-American defensive back at Syracuse University. And he wasn't good enough to play for those three schools. Wake-up call. He said, do you know there's bigger states in New Jersey? Michigan, Florida. I didn't know. I never looked at the map. I had teachers in geography trying to help me out. I didn't look. But the reason I tell you that is that whatever you do now in the next couple of weeks, enjoy every moment for the seniors in here. Wear that jersey proudly. Because on September 1st, and this is what I want to end on September 1st, I got a phone call. I wasn't expecting. I didn't play high school football. Didn't win championships. Didn't get dressed to chase my dream in football, to have the following things happen to me. And as you guys wear your jerseys and do what you do in the game of life, your resume is going to be a lot longer than anything you do in football. I didn't know that. I thought football was going to be everything. I thought I was going to play 65, get a pitching plan, rock and cheer, like the teachers do. So I get a phone call September 1. My football coach, Bob Stranger, he was from Lincoln High School, Snyder High School in Jersey City. Heavy, big guy. He's about 300 pounds, 350, white guy from Jersey City, Italian, cried a lot, hugged us, very emotional guy. Comes to Red Bank. I'm there for 2 years because in my sophomore year, my father left our family and he adopted me. So it was a personal thing for me because I was going through some stuff with the family and trying to figure out what to do with myself as a man. And so he adopted the whole locker room and came in and took this bunch of guys and taught us how to love each other first, love the game, and then love ourselves. And he was the first man when people interview me, they want to talk football. I said, no. This is the first man to ever teach me how to love myself and love being a champion. Taught me how to be a champion in life, not in the game, in life. So September 1, I get a phone call. My school calls me up and says, Coach Stranger is definitely ill. He's about 600 pounds. He's just in bad shape, can't get out of bed. But we're going to name the stadium after him because my senior year, we went 11-0. We had 9 shutouts in 11 games. We gave up 20 points all season. We averaged 45 points a game on offense. We had 9 guys who were all state, all shore, all county. So we had a special team and a special time. And when I was going through it, it was us against the world, because that was his motto. He said, when you get to the locker room door, leave the world outside the door and come in the locker room and be all in. He would always ask us, are you all in? Are you ready to give everything? It's us against the world. We never talked about the team, Long Branch, Matawan, Keyport, Keensburg. We never talked about the team we were playing against. It was always us against the world. And he always said, are you all in? Are you all in? Our quarterback used to say, I got this. Quarterback looked through the huddle, he said, I got this. And the other 10 guys knew that all we had to do was do our jobs because our quarterback was our leader. Teddy Taylor was his name. But the reason I bring it up is that they were going to name the stadium after my coach because of the team we had. Our team was voted one of the best teams ever in New Jersey history as far as a champion. We got the Rutgers Cup and state championships. So they're going to name the stadium after him. Then they're going to name a street after him. And then they're going to name a plaza after him with a big sign that he wrote a letter to the town and to the school. So they said, Lonnie, would you come down and be part of the halftime festivities because his daughter's going to come up, his grandson wants to come up and they requested you to be there. I didn't expect that call when I was playing football and winning championships and going through the NFL and doing what I'm doing in life right now with Dreams for Kids. I didn't expect the call. So I said, sure, I'll come. They said, would you come down Wednesday and tour the school because we're putting up a Hall of Fame? I said, okay. While I'm there, they said, would you come Thursday and talk to the team because we're about to play Mattawan, our first game, and we're going to honor the coach, name the stadium. Would you talk to the team because they don't know who Coach Stranger is. It was 20 years ago. They don't know who he is. They don't know why the stadium's been named after him. Would you come and give him some history? So I did that. I come to the pasta dinner, got a nice pasta dinner. Then I told the boys who Coach Stranger was and what he meant to me. Says he adopted me and took me under his wings. So Friday night we go out and we dedicate the stadium, and his grandson comes up and he asked me the question. He said, what was my granddad really like? And I said to him, he taught us how to love each other. He taught us how to love ourselves. He taught us how to be champions. That's what your grandfather did. So they named the stadium, they do all that. They take us over to the street, they name the street. Then they take us to this plaza with a plaque. And I wasn't ready for this, because I didn't know what was on the plaque. They unveiled it. No one knew. And on the plaque, before I get to the plaque, my mother said, when we were growing up in North Carolina, we were so poor we couldn't rub 2 nickels together, but that our name and our reputation, the integrity of our name was worth $1 million. And again, I thought she was talking Chinese all the time. I didn't understand the name, the name that you carry, that my name from home, every time I left the house, said, represent. She would always say, represent. I didn't know what she was talking about, represent. That it had nothing to do with money in the bank or cars we drove or what jobs we have. Your name is everything you are, because there's only one Lonnie Allgood in history. She said, you're special, you're one of a kind. And she said to me, football was what I did, it's not who I am. She said, God has a purpose and a gift for you. And I didn't understand what that was. I thought it was football. So she said, your name represents. It's a legacy. So on this plaque, he talked about the championship team, and he said 2 individuals on that team represented why he was the man he was and the coach he was. One was John Lee. He went on to play 13 years in the NFL for the Chargers and the Patriots. The other individual was Lonnie Allgood. My name was on a plaque in a letter from my coach who adopted me and meant everything to me, to say I was one of the finest young men he's ever met. And the reason he did the work he did was because of Lonnie Allgood. And for the first time it hit me that my mother's name would be there forever. On a plaque in the town I grew up in. And I didn't realize what I did for my town and what I represented as I played football. I thought it was a game, but it was really about the game of life. That name would be there forever. And it hit me that my coach thought enough of me to put my name in this letter that would be on a plaque for as long as that plaque will stand. So that happened September 1st. Mattawan, we lost to, unfortunately. Team this year is 0-9, not having a good season. I wanted to run on the sideline, from the sideline, help them, but I couldn't. I had 12 concussions, but I'm okay right now. I feel better than run on the field with no helmet. So that happened on September 1st. Then I get a phone call 2 weeks later, and they said, Lonnie, we're going to induct you into the Hall of Fame, the first Hall of Fame at Red Bank University, Red Bank High School. And there's going to be 6 other players there. Danny Stubbs, who played for the 49ers, John Lee, who played for the Chargers, Eric Montgomery, who played for the Texans, Eric McCoo, who played for the Philadelphia Eagles. So there's 7 NFL players represented at this event. Our school's never had a Hall of Fame, and we got 7 NFL players in a dinner. So everybody's flying in from Florida and Michigan, all over the place. And when I walked into the room for the Hall of Fame, I didn't understand what it was all about until they read my football accomplishments. Then they read my real life accomplishments, which was 5 times longer. See, I realized the game of life was bigger than the game of football. See, I realized that my mother and my grandmother was right. My coaches were right, my teachers were right. People in church who prayed for me every Sunday were right. That they were preparing me for the game of life. Then I get a phone call last week that on November 25th, the New Jersey Black Business Association of New Jersey is going to honor me for the work I do with Dreams for Kids and the kids that I've helped over the last 15 years. Didn't expect the call, it just comes in. And then I find out on December 2nd, I'm being honored as a hero for kids in New Jersey. at Brookdale Community College, and the dinner was going to have 1,000 people there. So I called my mother up. I said, Mom, I'm being honored. And they said I'm a hero. And she said, do you want me to come? I said, yeah, I want you to sit in the front row. We have a table, 10. She goes, no, do you want me to speak? I said, no, Mom, I'm being honored. As you know, I've talked about my mother before. She always has the right answer. So she said, but they called you a hero, right? She said, yeah. They said, I'm one of the top 10 heroes in the state of New Jersey. She says, yeah, but I need to talk to the people and tell them the truth. I said, Mom, what are you talking about? She goes, see, I remember you when you were a 0. Oh, let it sink in, guys. She said, remember, there was a time when you couldn't tie your shoes. You couldn't put your clothes on. You couldn't feed yourself. You couldn't walk. You couldn't talk. She said, you were a 0 at one point. They can call you a hero all they want for catching a football, but they don't. They call you a hero for helping kids and giving back to the community, making a difference in kids' lives, and helping them chase their greatness. See, I was there to develop the hero. So each one of you, as you leave here today, I didn't play football for everything that's going on right now. I didn't know it was coming because someone else has a bigger plan for me than I do. I've been humbled by everything that's going on because my mother said there was 3 H's in life: hard work, no one should outwork you, be the first one to practice, the last one to lead. Second H is stay hungry for your dreams. Every time you reach a goal, set a new goal. And the last one, stay humble because you're not that good. And I know I've told people before when I spoke, my mother's never seen me play football. She had 8 other kids. I was just one of the kids in the house. She worked 3 jobs, trying to keep everything that we needed to get by. Not what we wanted, what we needed. So I always hear people, unfortunately parents right now, going through this problem. When do I give my kid a cell phone? I said, you don't. They have to earn it. I said, I wouldn't have a cell phone in my house because my mother would ask me one question: who's paying the bill? The conversation was over. So we have to realize how grateful we need to be. And we're not. Because you got a lot of stuff that you haven't earned. So I go out and tell kids the truth. That we should be grateful. That we should stay humble. Because my mother's humbled me. So I played Pop Warner, won 2 championships. Played high school, won 2 state championships. College, won 3 bowl games. NFL, went to 2 Super Bowls. Unfortunately, the 49ers showed up. And then the other one, the Giants, showed up. Even though they haven't showed up this year, but they showed up and beat us. When I was in Buffalo. But the key reason I want to bring that up is my mother never came to a football game. She could have turned the TV on and saw football, but she told me football was silly. She said, I want to know that you're representing me. So as you wear your name now, your personal name, then your high school name, the college you go to if you do that, the pro if you do that, organizations in the community, that's what's powerful, is what name you're carrying. But here's the most, sometimes it may even feel heavy sometimes when you're carrying that name around. But realize the doors and windows that will be open to you. That right now I'm getting phone calls of congratulations for the work I've done. It has nothing to do with football. It's about me giving back to the community, making a difference in someone's life. So I go out every single day and I talk to young people about how if they chase their greatness, they can have anything they want. And I hope that you grab that now, because I wish I had grabbed it when I sat in your seat as a senior in high school. That I really understood that the guidance counselors, the teachers and coaches, my parents, knew what they were talking about. So I wouldn't make any mistakes along the way. Wouldn't waste any time chasing the wrong dreams. So congratulations on your state championship, because you already won it, right? You've already won, right? Oh, my coach used to tell us, think about the end first. You work backwards. You already won the championship. Just go get it done. In my last game, we played Long Branch, New Jersey, and we were down 8-0 at halftime. We had 4 fumbles in the first half, and the first time we had fumbles all season. And for some reason, we were losing the ball. And we go into the locker room, and we sat down, and we were all yelling and screaming. I said, what's going on, what we're doing? And the coach walks in, Coach Tranter walks in, and he says, do you guys realize that if you win this game, you'll be a champion for the rest of your life? No one can take it away from you. No one can take away from you. No matter what you do the rest of your lives, you'll be a champion. No one can take it away from you. So that's what you're playing for. He said, you have to have hope and faith because success is always around the corner. You can't see it. He said, your championship is right around the corner. We got a half to play. We need the best half you've ever done because the championship is right around the corner. This town will never be the same because of what you're going to do next. Instead of beating us up, he told us what the future was going to be. You've done all the work. Take the word quit out of your dictionary. He said, now go out and make Long Branch pay for showing up today. We went out and scored the next 40 points and won 40-8. And I've been a champion ever since because of that speech. And that team, and seeing those guys come back for the dinner. So I just want to give you a view of what your life will be in the future. Take everything you've learned, realize what this community can do for you, how it will congratulate you in the future, how these organizations will be here for you, and take everything you learn from your coaches and your teachers and your parents, and just let that be part of what you do. And make all your decision making on the fact that who do you want to honor today? It's easy for me, mom and grandma. As long as I put a smile on their face every day, I know I'm doing the right thing. So thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time. Have a great Thanksgiving, and good luck in your championship game.
I think that's game. I think you need to stand up for that. I think you need to stand up for that. We have Rotary Club. Really good thing.
Thank you. Check's coming. Okay, all right. Thank you for everything. Anybody can help, let me know. Thanks.